So this is the signature solar bus. Currently they've got a solar panel on the top of it that is running a mini split. So I just kind of thought this was cool. I'll go inside and I'll show you guys how they've got that panel set up. And we're going to go around back and take a look at the condenser on there as well. So kind of neat. I guess they were supposed to, we were talking to the guys in there, they wanted to display this stuff, but they were required to move it all inside here. On the outside they've got just stickers. These aren't actually solar panels. For a moment there I was like, oh, that's kind of neat. They put side solar panels, but they're actually not. These are just decorative, so that's kind of interesting. So if we check out this panel here, just tap the screen, you can see this is what's coming in, 123, 119 volts, 470, well, kind of changing back and forth, but that is the power, 417 watts. It's actually coming in off of the panel. Then it's coming into the controller there. Our battery's at 87%, and you can see the pass-through into the actual load on this thing. And what they're running for their load is this mini split, EG4 electronics. Not very familiar with this product, but nice cold air dumping out of here. And I'll go around the back and show you the condensing unit when we walk out that way. But they put the evaporator here and ran the line set all the way to the back of this thing, and that's where they've got the condenser set up. So it kind of an interesting, kind of cool. You can see this, and they're able to, depending on how much wattage is coming in from the sun, they're able to pull some from the battery. So it looks like we're pulling 299 watts from the battery and 540 watts total is what the load is using, and then that 419 watts coming from the panel. So it's kind of a, yeah, just a neat way of seeing how that is. Depending on how much solar they're getting, they'll just use more or less from the panel and charge up the battery. So it's really neat. Around the back side here, let's see. Here's the actual mini split that they've got. So EG4 electronics. It looks like they actually ran the line set down underneath and across. I kind of was expecting it to go up, and maybe it does on the inside, but I suppose for aesthetics they decided to run it down that way. So now that's interesting. They did not flare this. They instead used a style of Pierce Connect, perhaps, so like you don't have to use any vacuum pump. I'm actually not very familiar with that. Never seen that in use before. See on the top one as well, there's just like a cotter pin holding that in place on there, so that's kind of unique. 410A, here's the information on the unit. Let's see how much refrigerant we're actually running. I've got a video coming out on how to check the refrigerant level on these things. 45.86 ounces, so that weight of refrigerant is really important when you're checking the level on there. 20 amps is the max fuse size. Minimum circuit ampacity is 19.05 amps. So if we did a watt conversion with what we're seeing on the panel in there, we'd be able to know exactly how many amps this thing is drawing. But really cool that you can just pass through the direct current from the solar panel and then just supplement it with whatever's coming off of the battery. I don't know if the pass-through power is direct current straight into this, or if they do convert it to 120 volt first. But since there's two separate leads coming to it, kind of makes it seem like maybe they do pass the direct current straight through and not run it through the inverter, which seems like a good idea to me. So kind of interesting. You feel it's definitely throwing some heat. Not very loud. Let's look at the line set here. Okay, so yeah, they did just run the line set along down the back there. So it just comes in through here and over across. Let's go check it out on the front side. All of this is the condensate that thing is pulling out and just running down Must be a drip channel here. No, they actually ran a tube. Some campers have like a drip channel that looks really similar to this, but evidently that's not the case here. So if we look, there's the line set where it goes up and in. I wonder if that was hard not to kink. That's a pretty tight turn there. Doesn't look too terrible though. This of course is the air conditioning that comes with the van. So that one would be run off of the gas engine. So if they want to run the air conditioning for the van, then they would just be doing that. But yeah, kind of neat. So we just talked to them some more. And he was saying everything is currently passing through the inverter. So all this power coming here, none of it is directly from the solar panel in the sense that it's DC as it comes in. Instead what we've got going on is the solar panel is feeding the inverter, which is converting it to our 115 volts and then sending it over here. And then I think this other lead is just the power that's going back to the head. But they are working on and starting to manufacture some that feed the solar directly into the mini split, and then you wouldn't see that breakdown on the digital display like we were looking at. So it's kind of neat though. I just wanted to clarify that since earlier I was a bit confused on it. So looking at the mini split again here, you can see 12,000 BTUs per hour.
Eventually we're going to have everything in here interactive.
So it's a half ton.
So we have
cooling.
5 Canadian solar 535s.
Okay.
So this is just a little look at how that panel is set up inside of the bus and the guys that were hanging out in there. So pretty neat the way they have a few different systems set up just so you can. Kind of cool to see how they have it set up here. Just thought I'd show you guys quick. And I'll try to put a couple other videos while we're here at RE Plus. Just showing some of the other interesting HVAC related displays and setups. There's a really neat one in there where they have a full air conditioner and full mini split set up at one of the booths. Obviously this setup here is a little bit more permanent. So anyway, hope you enjoyed and talk to you later.